gonna put this shoe on there. As you can see, I ground off the toe, and that's to remove any leverage put on the heels. So every time the toe moves, if you leave the shoe as it is, you know, regular square corners, it's gonna put leverage on the toe. So since I don't have the perfect angle that I would like to trim the horse at, and the horse is already short, I'm gonna make a modification to his shoe and let the horse break over earlier to reduce any leverage on those heels, to encourage those heels to relax and to drop into its proper spot. So here we go. So first I'm gonna find the widest part of the coffin bone, and I'm gonna shoe to the center of rotation, which is right at that widest part of the coffin bone. So here are my bars that terminate into my frog right there. So that's gonna tell me that's my widest part. So about 3/4 of an inch is the tip of my coffin bone, and 1/4 inch ahead of that is my break. That's where my breakover should be. So I'll place my shoe right at about that area, and you see a little toe sticking out there, but that I'm not going to worry about that. So I'm using nails with small head. These are 4.5 race because I don't want them sticking out and adding any more heel height, adding any more toe height than it's already than there already is. Since I'm not able to trim this hoof enough, I want to make up for it in my shoeing. And notice I didn't knife this foot out a whole lot. I didn't knife it out at all, in fact, simply because I want to preserve any sole depth that I got already. And I want to preserve this frog because it's the bumper for my navicular bone. And I want to preserve the sole because this horse is already thin-footed. I don't want to knife it out any more than that'll just wreak havoc and cause a whole bunch of concussion on their coffin bone. So here we go. Widest part of the shoe, break over, and to reduce leverage on your heels back here. So every time the horse gets in the ground and breaks over, it's pushing down on these heels, so to say. So when I break over back, it's reducing the leverage, and it's encouraging those heels to drop because there's less and less force being put on those heels. So when you have a lot of force, it shoves it back up there and doesn't let it come down. So what I'm doing with reducing leverage is that I'm encouraging those heels to drop even further.